Hello, my name's Mike Harpham, and having worked in schools for over 25 years as a teacher and as a school leader for 15 of those years, I'd like to share with you some top tips on progress in lessons over time. In this session, we'll explore what we mean by progress over time, how to structure progress over time, and how to evidence, monitor and track that progress over time. Enjoy. Top tip 1. Structure success step by step. Just like taking your students on a long journey to successfully reach the top of a mountain, progress needs careful planning to make sure the path taken is manageable and the goal is achieved on time. Your annual programme of study should clearly map out the curriculum to be taught from the very first to the very last lesson from September through to July. It should be crystal clear when each topic in each lesson will be taking place, building in assessments and the homework tasks along the way. With a half-termly scheme of work, make sure you have a clear aim. This will help the students be very clear as to what they are aiming to achieve by the end of it. An example is on the screen. In lessons, make sure you don't just transmit information, for example, just having students listen to a PowerPoint presentation, but transfer learning. For example, building in independent exercises and checking what they have learnt at the end of each lesson. You'll know you've been a success in this because anyone visiting your lessons can see the students are on track with both their learning and their grades. You'll benefit by having peace of mind that you have a plan, a roadmap if you like, for the year ahead that can be tweaked if needed, but the main thing is it's there. Other teachers and the students will benefit because they'll also be able to see what's going to be learnt in the year ahead and be relaxed and confident to enjoy the learning journey with you. Top tip 2, always have evidence of progress over time. Keeping evidence of progress over the year is critical to the work of any teacher or school leader. You can do this through having folders to keep marked work in, tracker sheets at the front of student books, or comment sheets in the books to keep a tally of the marks achieved so far. A mark book or assessment sheet to keep track of student grades, or keeping a video through the year of pupil work also helps. Having this evidence in place is useful to see the trajectory of progress, and where this isn't as steep as it should be, there is data and evidence to use with teachers, parents and students to be clear as to why a change in behaviour or support is necessary. Also, having another person in school or someone from outside of school to come in and look over how you are evidencing progress is really good practice. You'll know your work is a success as all your students are either on track to achieve their grades by the end of the year or they're responding well to the interventions you've put in place. This will give you a great sense of achievement both in terms of you as a teacher or leader, but also in identifying issues and putting the most effective support in place. Other teachers and students will benefit by working with someone who knows how to get things done and is also supportive when needed. So top tip 3, always check. Always check everyone is doing what they should be doing. In a similar way to making sure there is evidence of progress, it's a key part of the role of a leader to check that everyone is doing what they should be doing. Now, whether that's analysing data every month, walking into lessons to check the consistency of teaching and learning across the department every half term, or every term observing lessons and feeding back, taking a sample of books and checking the quality of work in them, or taking a group of students aside and getting their feedback as to how things are going in the classroom. You will know you've been a success in this area because there will be consistent teamwork across the department in all aspects of what you do as a leader. You'll benefit by really knowing what's going on in your area, and other teachers and the students will benefit by being led by someone who has their finger on the pulse of their department and is responsive and supportive as soon as it's needed. Keeping an eye on what Ofsted are looking for is key to your survival. No leadership competencies are available in the UK, so this is as close as it gets to a definition of school leadership. A few points here to bear in mind regarding Ofsted in relation to progress over time. When Ofsted visit for an inspection, the expectation is that they will want to do a joint visit to lessons and look at evidence of pupil progress together with the inspector, teacher and school leader. Making sure you have evidence of progress over time and you know the narrative will ensure the inspection process goes as smoothly as possible. This will also contribute to the school being closer to being judged as outstanding for the quality of learning across the school. And Ofsted inspectors won't just take your word for it, they'll want to see evidence. That's why evidencing progress over time is so important for driving school improvement, whether with Ofsted inspectors, teachers or students. Here are some useful books I can recommend for further reading. First of all, Barnaby Lennon's Much Promise. This is a really useful book for school leaders in providing a comprehensive review of education and the journey of how we got to be where we are today. The first half of the book offers a review of current research about what we do and do not do in schools that affect our most vulnerable students. The second half of the book offers us a number of case study schools where we can go and see best practice in action. It's useful for leaders who need a go-to book for the latest research on education or to find a school to visit for further ideas and inspiration. The second book is Daisy Christodoulou's Making Good Progress. This is a really useful book for school leaders in providing a research-informed examination of formative assessment practices that analyses the impact assessment for learning has had in our classrooms. Making Good Progress outlines practical recommendations and support that primary and secondary teachers can follow in order to achieve the most effective classroom-based approach to ongoing assessment. It's really useful for leaders in that it offers clear, up-to-date advice to help develop and extend best practice for any teacher assessing pupils in the wake of Life Beyond Levels. Obviously, there's also my own book, Progress Plain and Simple, for more helpful information. Thank you for listening and engaging with this presentation. I wish you every success in your educational journey. Best wishes and good luck.